Hi everybody, this is Maria Clark at Sweet Willow Designs and welcome to my studio. Today we have a great project for a pair of polymer clay sculpted channel set earrings. Thanks for joining me in my studio and let's get started. The tools that we'll need are a pasta machine, clay blade, clay knife, embossing tool, cutters, the 3/16 inch teardrop and circle, and please look at the end of the video for an alternative to sculpting without the cutters, a needle tool, texture sheet or coarse sandpaper, and a stiff paintbrush. For the materials, we'll use polymer clay. I use Premo, and we'll need small amounts of Ecru, Pomegranate and Turquoise. You'll need the channel earring findings, and this is a 1 3/4 inch hoop, burnt umber paint, sandpaper, which is optional if you want to sand to remove some of the paint, a paper towel, super glue or some other glue, sealer, and this is optional. You can use Varathane or other if you'd like a gloss. We'll use these really cool channel set earrings that I found at the local craft store, and 2 cutters, the 3/16 inch teardrop and round cutter, and those would be our primary tools. Use a long snake of clay to fill in the channel, and just push that clay all the way in so that it fills the channel and goes all the way around to the end. As we come to the end of filling the channel, we'll take our clay blade and just clean off the excess clay and clip this close to the end of the finding. And we're going to actually take that blade and run it around the whole piece and just clip off any excess clay. And you can see that you could just place your blade right up against the finding and shave off any of the excess clay until you get a nice smooth surface that you can work with. Once we have all the clay shaved off, just clean up the ends again if you need to, and make sure that the surface is smooth. And we're going to go ahead and take a texture sheet. You could use a coarse grit sandpaper and add the texture all the way around the finding. Using the cutter, we're going to start taking the teardrop shape and start placing it on our bangle, and you'll see that I've taken 2 to kind of form sort of the petals of a flower, and you want to space them so that you have enough space to put the center piece in, and we'll just follow that pattern all the way around the finding. Once we've added all of the petals, we'll take our needle tool and add the veins, and we'll take that all the way around until we've completed adding the veins to each one of those petals. And then we'll make our way back up, and we'll put in 3 dots on one side of each of those petals, and that's just to give a little bit of extra interest and texture. We'll just finish up going around each one of those petals, and then we'll take the ball of clay, and I'm using the pomegranate color first, and then I'll alternate with the turquoise, and we'll just add those all the way around, alternating the colors. You could use, of course, you can see that you could use any number of colors. This just happens to fit my Western theme here, and we'll go all the way around with those. And once we've placed those, we'll come back in with our embossing tool and just place a hole, a little embossed, a little divot in each one of those center flowers. We'll do that all the way around until we've finished adding those to each of those flower pieces. Once we're finished with that, we'll cure it at the manufacturer's instructions for 45 minutes. Once that's out of the oven and cooled, we'll take some of the burnt umber acrylic paint and a stiff paintbrush, and we'll go ahead and start adding that all the way around, making sure that we get all the crevices filled in. And once we've done that, we'll just take a damp paper towel and rub off any of the excess. I kind of like to rub a little bit off in the center there so that I get a nice kind of glow, and you can see the underlying clay and still get the definition that the acrylic paint adds to this piece. It gives it a nice patina. Check your piece to see if it's going to come off easily. I noticed that I did have to pull a little bit, but I decided to go ahead and add some super glue in the channel and then just go ahead and reposition that piece to give it the extra security of being glued in. and I think that'll help it last quite a bit longer. And there you have it, your finished earrings. I really hope you've enjoyed this sculpted channel set earring project. One of the things I thought I would add is how to sculpt these without the cutters. And you can just go ahead and take snakes of even snakes so that they're the same size, and cut off little pieces and go ahead and roll those so that you can make the forms, the teardrop and the circle forms. You just start by making a ball of clay and just rolling that until you get a round shape, and you'll do that for each of your pieces. And then going back to the petals, you'll just take the petal and just sort of angle your finger and create a teardrop shape, and then you just apply those like you would if you had cut them out. I found that it might be hard to find the cutters. I noticed that I had to order those online, so I thought you would like to see how you can do it without using the cutters, and it's really simple. You don't need to go out and buy a lot of specialized tools. Just use what you have and your creativity, and you'll be able to replicate this project. I hope you've enjoyed this project. Thanks for joining me in my studio. Please leave me a comment. I really enjoy hearing from you. Give me a thumbs up or subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this video and want to see more. And take care until next time.